All right, well, we're going to be riding Santos today. I'm sure you've seen many Santos videos out there. What you see typically is Vortex, where all the jump lines are. Everybody's out there having a lot of fun, and it's an awesome spot to ride. What you don't typically see is the trails. Today I'm going to take you for a ride on the trails. I'm going to concentrate mostly on the inner loop off the main trailhead. Pine Tree is the main loop around the outside. Start there, and there's some blues and reds on the interior. Check them all out. We'll also ride Vortex Loop, which is a red trail that runs around the perimeter of Vortex. Rider up.
By yourself?
Yep, just me.
I'm at the end.
Good trail etiquette there. I like to see that. More and more riders out here all the time. Don't always get that knowledge of trail etiquette, but it's good to have as many people out here as possible. It's a good sport for everyone. So as you can see, it's a bit sandy, and there's not going to be a ton of elevation here in Central Florida, so there's a lot of short punchy stuff. Coquina. We don't want to jump on Bunny just yet. Here we are, sticking with Pine Tree West. There'll be some little rocky sections, and then on the more advanced trails you'll get some rock gardens, wooden skinnies, some features built in, keep things interesting. So let's enjoy the ride. Don't forget to start your computer. It's always frustrating. Get back, realize first leg of your ride hasn't been recorded. Haven't been riding the bike a whole lot lately. Been riding that dirt bike a lot. I said this in one of my other videos. Tough to get off that thing, so you kind of forget all the little stuff. So here's Blue Highway. Blue Highway will take us around the perimeter. Briar Patch is a fun little spur. It's going to loop right back to Blue Highway. And so I do run in the FSC series, it's a cross-country series, runs through the state of Florida in the fall, and I just ride base level age group. So I'm in 40 to 49 base. Great way to stay in shape, stay motivated to keep riding. But as I said, I haven't been doing a whole lot of riding this spring because I was so focused on the dirt bike. Got the new dirt bike January, I think. January, February, and had that ride in April. So I was doing a lot of riding on that bike to get acquainted, and now I feel like I need to be out here riding more, get in shape for the Florida Championship Series coming up in a few months. So you can already hear me breathing harder because I don't feel in great shape. Back to Blue Highway. So this is just a here to there kind of double track. Ryder, you doing just me? So there's John Brown. Ant Hill's in there. Couple classic reds, technical, punchy climbs, a lot of rocks. We'll go in there in a bit. Just gonna ride this perimeter trail first, warm up a bit. This is back Pine Tree. Dr. Ruth, Blue Trail, following Pine Tree, staying on the green. It's going to take us to the main parking lot, Santos Trailhead, and back around, encircling all these interior trails. Ryder, how are we doing, guys?
Got it. Yes, sir.
Just me.
All right.
So that goes to the bike shop. Santos Bike Shop is down that trail to the right. And that trail will basically take you right to their door. Good bunch of guys there. If you're ever riding at Ocala, make a stop at a Santos Bike Shop. You got everything in there you need. They rent bikes as well if you're out of town or coming in from out of town and you want to rent a bike and check out the trail. Santos Bike Shop. They'll get you set up. Ryder, just me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
They'll get you set up. They in previous years have run a race team, Florida Championship Series. Had some good buddies on that team. So I know a few of those guys. They're all good guys, good riders. You can see these green trails are just flowy, switchback turns, pretty flat. We've had some rain lately, which is nice. You can see the sand is packed in. It doesn't typically get too deep around here, but sand is sand and creates a lot of drag on your wheels. Makes you work a little harder, ride a little slower. So it's fun when you got this kind of moisture in the dirt. Trailheads to our left. Still following Pine Tree. Garmin watch is congratulating me for moving. Thanks, Garmin watch. Pine Tree this way. Here's some sand. Again, not as bad as usual because it's wet. Here we are. Come out to the main Santos Trailhead. There's a little skills park over here. Parking loop, food truck, bathrooms, all that kind of stuff. And they've got a little pump track here. Clay pumps. Head back in on Pine Tree West. Right around the western edge. Oh, rider.
You're good.
Just me. A little close there. But everybody's friendly, it's cool. Rider.
One more.
Thank you, just me. Rider up.
Oh. Left.
How are we doing today? Guys having fun? So, one thing about the interior trails is traffic. There's a lot of traffic. Especially the greens, obviously. Santos is a bigger and bigger draw every year because it's a great trail. And it's great. We want to see everybody out. You can see how everybody's courteous, gets out of each other's way. Rider up.
One more.
Just me. Rider. Thank you. As I was saying, there's some traffic. And then obviously as you get into the blues, reds and blacks, you see less and less people. So I like to go there. But for our tour purpose, we'll start here. Get warmed up. Here's a cool old bridge. Twisty, but it's nice and wide. Sticking on pine tree. Marshmallows, a blue cutoff going that way. It's gonna come right back. Merge back in. Built a little workaround here, pulls off a piece of trail. Assuming this is still a pine tree. And that's where Marshmallow comes back in. Canopies of blue, going that way. We're sticking with Pine Tree West. We're gonna complete this loop, which we're almost there. Then we'll go in, ride some of the more interior trails. Blues and reds. A little growing up here. We haven't had rain in a long time. We got a bunch the last like week and a half. So all of a sudden all this stuff started growing in. Doesn't take much. Some rain, some sun in between. It's a jungle. So they'll get out here and clean it up, or riders' elbows and knees will get it trimmed back in short order. High fives from the palm fronds. Rider? Just me. And here we are. So that's a completed loop. Came down that trail to get in here. Truck's just on that side of the road. That takes us to Vortex. So what we'll do here is take our first blue canopy. See what we got in here. Already you see it's a bit rooty. Some more rocks. It just gets a little more technical. A few more obstacles here and there. Tight little sections like that keep things fun, keep you on your toes without the big climbs that you might find in other places. Mountains. Florida's got to keep it interesting in other ways. So technical sections, wooden features, piling up switchbacks one after the other. But it's a lot of fun. I'll tell you, I grew up in upstate New York, Northeast. Very traditional trail riding, roots and rocks. It's kind of like just trails from when time began. And you don't know if they're goat trails or deer trails or Indians, Native Americans, which covered the landscape back then, but I just started riding bikes on them, and they stay in that condition. So we'll stick with canopy. Speedways to our right. We'll take that later on. But very traditional trails. It's riding in the woods, what the woods offers. What I like about Florida is park departments are much more open. Looks like we're linking back up with Pine Tree here in the opposite direction. Much more open to development of the trails. Ryder? Cool. That may be the end of canopy. So we've got Marshmallow and Speedway. So let's take Speedway through here. Yeah, so much more open to trail development. Trail access is much better in Florida. They've, in all the national and state forests, not only do they have mountain bike trail access, they've got OHV trails, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, Jeep trails. I really enjoy the philosophy that those things, as state, well, in the state of Florida we don't even pay taxes, but state tax anyway. But as residents of the state of Florida, those parks are there for us to enjoy. It's not a museum piece. You stand on the outside and look in undisturbed. And these groups, they respect the land. That's why they're out here, to enjoy it. They don't want to destroy it, because they want it to be here to enjoy over and over again. So didn't always feel that way when I lived in New York, but here now. So anyway, Speedway, not quite as technical as Canopy was. Perhaps hence the name. You can cruise a little faster. there's Canopy. So that's where we saw Canopy and Speedway merge. So this will take us back out. Pine Tree, Blue Highway actually. And we'll bang the left, jump off at the next blue. I'm gonna try to find a map online and pop up a diagram just to kind of show the layout of these trails and how Pine Tree runs a circle around the interiors that we're riding right now, so get a little idea. Here we are, back to Blue Highway. Briar patch there to the right, we rode that on the way out, first loop. You pop out again right there. Pretty overcast day, which is all right. Very humid today, but for riding purposes, probably better than direct sunlight. Here we will take Cowbone. You can see already there's a couple steps here. We'll go the hard way if you're not. Ant Hill's a black diamond. We'll come back for that one. It's one of my favorites. I love the challenge. For now, we'll ride Cowbone through. Rider, just me.
One.
Rider, just me. Gotta be on your toes. Also, a reason why I used to ride with headphones all the time. When I started racing, it's illegal. Rattlesnake Ridge, right there's another black that I love. Stay with Cowbone, we'll ride those again. It's illegal, and so the first organized race I ever rode was here at Santos on these trails, and it's called the Epic 50. It's a 50-mile kind of a fun run or a poker run. First year I did it was a literal poker run. You had they would punch holes in your number plate, and when you completed a full hand of cards, You came back to the end, you got like a t-shirt, pint glass or something, but training for that race, in the rules it says earphones are prohibited, and it's for that reason. Dr. Ruth Goodblue, we'll be back for her too, but for that reason that we just saw there, if you're riding with headphones and some dude comes flying around a turn like that and you're wearing them or he's wearing them, at that last second when somebody makes that call that there's a rider and one of those two can't hear it, that could be bad news for both of those guys. So still see a lot of people out here wearing headphones. I got over that dependence on music, especially training for a 50. You're riding for 4 solid hours, 5 solid hours, getting ready for that race, and you're like, man, how am I gonna go 4 hours, 5 hours without listening to music while I'm riding? It's gonna be so boring. It's not boring at all. And a lot of people will say, I want to hear nature, which is fine. Nature's awesome. But I think what it brought me, not listening to music, was constantly evaluating my whole ride. How's the bike performing? How am I performing? How's my technique? How does my body feel? Am I getting tired? Should I drink water? Do I need to take it easy? Should I be pushing harder? All those things. When you're lost in your playlist, you're pedaling, you're getting that workout, and that's great to a certain extent, but if progression's what you're looking for, or, you know, safety, because as we just saw, could have had a pretty serious head-on. Nice little techie rock hop there. Get in big trouble fast coming around a turn like that. So, just my thing on music. I love music. Listen to music all the way out here on 10. Singing my heart out. And some of those songs get stuck in my head and I'll hum and sing them to myself on the trail, but I don't need them plugged in my ears. Pine tree, cowbone. Yeah, I don't think we've ridden this end of cowbone yet. I don't know, I get lost in here sometimes. It doesn't really hurt my feelings because you're obviously gonna pop out. Trail's trail. Just keep riding. Oh, here's tech. Nice little climb. We definitely haven't ridden this yet. And that's a blue, pretty typical blue tech climb. What you'll find here, Central Florida. do the step up. Little front wheel placement there. From root to rock. Another climb. Pine tree ridden. Here's an old friend, Dr. Ruth. Used to really struggle on this trail. And that's one of the awesome things about riding these bikes is stuff out here. I used to see that sign and I'd get tired or intimidated. Once you get to that point, you can ride it. It's empowering, man. It really is. Makes you feel good about yourself. It makes you want the next challenge, which is why I love Anthill and John Brown, Rattlesnake. Those are trails. I got a buddy. Leave it there. Won't ride those with me. He's a good rider and races too. Doesn't like riding those trails with me, and I love it. So step up, roots, another step up, just wheelie up, get the front wheel over, grind the back tire. It's all good. Gorge climb. Big step up. Again, just get the front wheel over. Don't lose the momentum. Pedal. Back tire will churn right up that thing. Continue Dr. Ruth. Nice broad opening when you come off the easy trail. Hey! Come see the doctor. Yeah. She's got something for you for sure. And it ain't that nice old lady with the British accent. Now this entrance to Dr. Ruth, a little more telling. A little punch to get in. See the sign over here. We'll be back to that spot in a few minutes. Now you can see the tech level jumping a few notches already. Rocks, narrow, ups and downs. John Brown. We'll be back for John Brown. I believe we're pretty much to the end of this one. Rode it kind of backwards. Usually I ride it in the opposite direction, but this is good because it'll take us to the genesis of John Brown that we just saw there. We can start riding in without having to backtrack on anything, I think. All right, so here we are. This is back to Pine Tree, coming off of that blue highway section where you see Dr. Ruth. So I think genesis of John Brown, just down this way. Yeah, right there. Blue highway. Pine Tree and Bunny. We have not ridden Bunny. Oh, I know where John Brown is. Right here. You can see that in the woods. That's John Brown. Starts off right here. That's it. I do a little turnaround, pick up that sign. All right, John Brown. This trail is going to be kind of a test of technique, fitness, and skill level. Fitness is obviously always king, but good skill, good technique will wear you out less. So it's a little bit of a balance there. As I said at the beginning of this, I don't feel I'm in peak fitness, but I can still ride this trail. And that's why we're out here. Get back to peak fitness. Not that I'm in terrible shape, just haven't been riding regularly. And like anything else, rust comes. Here's where you love a dropper post. These are Florida hills. Punchy climbs, technical, turns rocks roots. Balance, low speed balance. But as you can hear, heart rate spiked, I'm out of breath, right? That's because I haven't done this in a while, but it's almost more mental than physical. I get excited, and when I'm making that climb, especially balancing, hold my breath. It's the worst thing in the world to do. So I get to the top, all of a sudden your heart rate spiked, your breathing's heavy and shallow, you're not getting the oxygen. So it's kind of like swimming underwater. Stay calm, think about what you're doing. Make sure you breathe. Climbing a hill or doing something technical. You need that oxygen. But another thing about fitness is, if your fitness is in check, I spiked and was panting hard about a minute and a half ago, and I'm probably, I don't know, 30% over baseline right now. So the better fitness you have, the faster that recovery happens. Did we talk about technical? And the quicker you're back physically to be able to ride a section like that. Breathe. Focus. Breathe. Sometimes a little exercise like that, all it takes, remember to breathe. Whew, thought I was gonna get my pedal there. Sounds like I did get my derailleur, which is unfortunate. Hopefully it's okay. I ride Shimano, everything's XTR, but big step up. If you could hear that, I had a little bit of wheel spin top of that rock. Disappointing. But XTR anyway, XTR. Great kit. Quality's awesome. But it's a little delicate because it's light. Built to be lightweight. So that's the trade-off. Super reliable. Works great in mud. But it's delicate. Straight up at Kobe Webb style. Cody Webb, sorry, Cody Webb. And out to Ant Hill. Big climb at the start. Wasn't too low of a gear there. A little too high RPM. Up, had to dab. Do hate that. Good brake modulation there, front and rear working together. This is a section I've not mastered. Tried going that way. I got stuck there, and it's a 90 at the top with 0 speed. Thought I could go this way. I bet you there's a lot of dudes that do. Have not done it yet. Spun out enough times to know. I will get there one day. Not today. Dripping sweat all over the lens now. Hopefully you can see. Trick to the hills like that is you got to stand up for torque, but you got to stay back over that rear tire for traction. We're back on Cowbone here. So there we've gone 7.3 miles. Here's where we just went in. So 7.3 miles, which in FSC terms, Florida State Championship cross country series, that's about 1 lap. So we just put in about 1 lap. Been riding for 55 minutes. Not a good time. How you guys doing? That's not a good time. Obviously I'm not out here trying to set a race pace. Come back out, knock the rust off, get back on the bike technique, which is actually pretty good because riding the motorcycle, a lot of similar stuff. But you know, fitness isn't the same, and I'm talking and doing this video, so I'm not pushing and riding at, you know, 80-85% max output, or else I wouldn't be able to talk. So I'm about 10 minutes off my pace if I was racing at. And to give you an idea, anybody that's in the probably top 5 in my class, which is base, is probably running those laps around 38 to 40 minutes. So it's kind of where you need to be, just at that level. And then of course there's more levels, better riders, and some of these guys are running around these laps averaging 17, 18, depending on the course, 19 miles an hour. Maybe on my dirt bike. But so I'm riding this back out, getting a little water. I haven't drank any water the whole time I've been out here. 55 minutes is probably too long a stretch in this heat. It's low 90s in Ocala today, but the humidity has to be 95 easily. I mean, I could probably just have my mouth open as I'm riding and drink water from the air. So that means I'm losing a lot as well. So I really should be drinking more. So I'm gonna cruise out of here back to the truck. Probably eat a gel. We'll go over to the Vortex side and ride the Vortex Loop, the red technical loop, and see where we are from there. Vortex Loop. So this is a section that you see in all the Santos videos. Jump lines, jump lines, jump lines. But there are actually trails over here too. We're gonna ride them. Because I like trails. I like jump lines too, but I like trails. And I don't think Vortex gets enough love for this Vortex Loop. It's a good trail. Technical, Fun, flowy, serious rocks, balance, all that stuff. It's dead out here today. So the wooden jump lines over here to the right. Flow trail to the left. This entrance, I don't love that. This is different. Give you a berm. There used to be a wooden bridge leading into that I thought was fun. They've taken it out, replaced it with a berm choice. Ooh. This didn't used to be painted. I hope that doesn't get slippery. I'm gonna assume that's traction paint. The boys around here know better. It does make me second guess. I see paint on wood if that's wet. These definitely get slippery when they're wet. Just a lot of little punchy ups and downs through here. It's a good time. A lot of gear shifting. I don't know what's going on right there. Used to be trees. I think I cleared that out for some reason. We'll find out soon enough. See the jump lines up front there. The big clay tables. That's what Vortex is known for. Nice 180 turn, give you a good view of the tables there. Wheelie drop over the log. Berm blasting. Now we get into some technical climbing. This trail's a workout. Super tight 90 to of another super tight 90. And you can hear me holding my breath a little bit again. Gotta get better at that. Super steep. Oh yeah. Hey guys.
Yeah.
Re-dried in here. A little more dropper post. Right back into another climb. Can't be scared to work on this trail. Whew. Try to take this next 30 seconds to recover. Just for a look at this. These are drops. These dudes do. Yeah. That is Red Bull Signature Series right there. We ain't doing that one today. Instead, we'll just climb some more. Stuff like that. Just fun stuff they build in the trails. Oh, rode that route like a little skinny. That's cool. But this is definitely a rider's trail. If you want to be challenged, if you want to have fun, if you want to progress, it's all here. And riding in this heat, make a man out of you, or a lady. We love our lady mountain bikers too. Steep climb with quick 180 at the top. Good wall ride. Oh, I hope I didn't get that lizard. Could you guys see that lizard? He was racing me around the wall ride. I hope he didn't get under my front wheel. Ride the skinny. Ride that skinny. 100%. Had my battles with that thing. One of those spots that just makes you feel good when you can nail it like that. Cold. These are pretty well-known spots too. Oh, is this marked off? Ah, it's marked off. This is fun. Probably seen this in videos. That almost looks like a feature too. Missing boards down there. That's why you don't look at stuff like that and blow through it. You exit this thing and put your front wheel in there, lights out. So pay attention to your trail markings. Ride smart. You can always go that way. Vortex Loop. That's cleared out too. That didn't used to be there. I wonder if that's just for access for maintenance. But I hope they're not building wide trails through here. Fun. Hard 180. Seat back up. Back up on the goat trail. Love this trail. 2 lines here, take a pick. I like rock drops. Another climb. This scares me, this section. I can ride it, but a carbon fiber frame right here makes me nervous every time. That was weak. This section is a tough line. Right over the rocks. Gotta let them roll through there. Too much brakes, you bind up. Suspension sucks up. Pogo it right in somewhere. That was a pedal strike, but I'm not quitting. Oh, that was ugly, but rode out of it. Over the bridge, down the rock. Woo! Another one. Oh man, oh snake. Uphill bridge. Whew. And there's the spike. Take it easy. Recover a minute here. Right up over the center. Not perfect. Dang it. Yeah. Tim knows that's the line. I'm just getting a little tired today. First day out in a while. Excuse me. Ryder, how's it going? How you doing? Big hammock. Big hammock. Oh, up to the top. Nice step up. And that's where I'm going to leave it. There's one more section. There's one more section. Takes you behind jump lines. But like I said, sometimes it's smarter to know how you feel, how your body feels. And I'm feeling great. Rode great. But I know I'm getting tired. And I don't want to go out there and make a mistake. So we'll leave that one for next time, because we'll be back. We will be back. And that's the day. 3, 2, 1.